assignment sheet, if you will, of the PEP so that at least once an hour they pass by and make sure that everything's okay. Because the main issue here is going to be enforcement. It's all well and good to put signs up and say these are the rules, but who's going to enforce them? Certainly a little child is not going to be able to throw an adult off the field.
I think
there's something of an open issue of which set of PEPs would be.
it wasn't open.
Well, I guess the information that we had is that it's the Hudson River Park Trust.
Correct.
Is that correct? We like our own PEPs better than those PEPs. We've had issues with the local PEPs, but one of the things nice about the local PEPs, number one, they are local, and so.
I see it probably more than most people in BatteryPark because I live it's right out my door. It's over. Since the grass field opened, I've never seen a single PEP. The small, short children's rim has been bent. There was an obscene thing. The basketball rim was been bent by older kids dunking it. There's an obscene drawing on chalk that stayed there for 3 days. I haven't seen the grass field monitored. It's being overused in the south end. There's no enforcement in the first week or so since it's been opened. And then I heard you say that it's going to be the Hudson River. It sounds to me as if there's still a complete absence of enforcement of this park. And when will that be decided?
The HRPT has always patrolled that park. In all the years that it was open, whether when we maintained it, it has always been the Hudson River Park Trust that has patrolled that park, and we, the PEPs that we control, have always worked interactively with them.
But in the short week, there's already significant vandalism already. So if you're saying that's the way it's going to be from now on,
that is historically how it has been, and it will continue to be that way.
It's going to be torn up really fast.
Maybe we should invite to our next meeting the HRPT, someone from their PEP command and HRPT, so we can discuss with them their concerns. I mean, one of the things that we discussed during the task force meeting was the need for regular, basically a regular beat patrol there, that this needs to be on their route.
I said that about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We have to have a regular patrol around it so that people can see what's going on.
And so
now, is there...
But the people in the room are not involved in any of those decisions, so we need to invite HRPT.
Where are the HRPT PEPs?
Pier 40, I think?
Geographically.
Well, they patrol.
I couldn't tell you. All I can tell you is historically, if anyone if you have an emergency situation, you dial 911. If you have something or an observation where you want to report in, you call 417-30-100. If it is property that is not ours, our PEP has always relayed that information to its sister agency or to the police if it's necessary, and it will remain that way.
You don't even know where the HRPT PEPs are. They're up on Pier 40, like a mile away.
I'm sorry. I'm
This
answered
field
the
is going to
question
be
that was
torn up
asked.
in another 2 weeks. The field's going to be completely destroyed, wasting hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars. You don't care? This is a disgrace.
Madam Chair, I don't think that any of those words came out of my mouth.
I just think that it's very, very important that the area is not marginalized. If the HRPT people are so far away, our PEPs have to make, very frequent tours around just to make sure that nothing's going on there. I mean, I doubt very much if you have a bunch of little kids and a group of adults come and say, we're going to play now, the kids won't be able to get the adults to listen.
Partially responsible for tearing it up in the condition that it was torn up in, but of course there were some independent drainage issues. And we didn't want, this is a community field, it's primarily a field for younger children to play in. It was designed for that purpose. We don't want to ban soccer or ball playing since it was designed to allow for that. And so we came up with 3 general rules, and we haven't had a chance to run these by the authority and the Parks Conservancy, but we will do so, and I see that and in the T-shirt here and now, so we can certainly share them with you all. Basically, number one, no cleats. I think that's not controversial. You don't allow cleats on any of your fields. Secondly, no use by a particular group of people, kids or otherwise, that takes up more than a half of the field at any given time. And this is one that we want the enforcers' feedback on. But the idea is that we want to have objective rules so that if roving bands of soccer players come through, we can, the PEPs can actually enforce the rule by, taking up the whole field, 3/4 of the field, as opposed to trying to judge whether they are in some way not in the spirit of the use of the field. The last rule is somewhat of a spirit rule, but maybe somewhat more subjective. And that, more subjective rule, exactly. And that is the uses of the field must not unreasonably endanger other users and those and people near the park. What we're trying to get at there, once again, it's really the adult soccer players. If they